The MTLB has the global positioning system. The global positioning system is going to help the crews and the driver to guide them where necessary. Thank you. So I'll move to the next one. So now to the platoon weapon. First we have the fabric national. The origin is in Britain. The caliber of the weapon is 7.62 mm NATO. The effective range of the weapon is 300 meters and the maximum range is 600 meters. The weapons can be fitted with attachment. It can be fitted with the 94 grenade launcher and it can also be fitted with a bayonet. The rifle is very effective and the magazine capacity is 20 rounds. Thank you very much, sir. We have the Alexander Kalashnikov known as AK-47. So it is a rugged weapon. Everyone that is in the infantry or a soldier knows this weapon. It is rugged, it is easy to clean. The reason why I'm explaining these characteristics, why I'm not stating these characteristics, is what everyone knows. The magazine capacity is 30. It can take 30 rounds. The system operation is gas, and the weight of the weapon is 3.8 kg when mounted with magazine. Thank you very much, sir. Now we have the general purpose machine gun. As the name implies, this weapon is designed for general purpose. It can be used on a tripod, on a bipod. When used on the tripod, it can give us a maximum range of 1,800 meters, and it can give us a minimum range of 1,100 meters. When used on a bipod, it can give us a minimum range of 600 meters and a maximum range of 800 meters. The weapon is air-cooled. It is a belt disintegrated weapon. The weight of the weapon is from the butt to the muzzle is 2.88 is 1.231 meters. Thank you very much, sir. We have the Savo assault rifle. It has a caliber of 5.56. It is a weapon that is used for close quarter battle. The special forces love it a lot, especially when they are fighting in built-up areas. The maximum range is 2,000 meters, and the minimum range is 500 meters. The magazine capacity is 30 rounds, but the weapon is very, very good in close combat when you are very close to the enemy because it's very effective. Next, we have the barista pistol. Almost everyone here are officers. They are very, very familiar with the barista pistol. It has a caliber of 9mm. The weight of the pistol is 1.106 kg. Its effective range is 25 millimeters, and its maximum range is 50 to 75 meters, depending on the fire skills. Thank you very much, sir. Now we have the RPG, the rocket propelled gun. It is a gun that every civilians know how to use, and that's why we have the challenges in the northeast, where all the insurgents will always like to use it. The reason is because the weapon has no any recoil action, easy to fire, and it has a back blast through the venturi. It is a weapon that can be used to destroy enemy camp, enemy adversary, and the rest of them. So because of time, we'll go to the next weapon. We have the 40mm multiple grenade launcher. Its origin is from China. The caliber is 40mm as explained. The maximum range is 400 meters. The effective range is 400 meters. It has 6 rounds that are calculated when fired. Thank you, sir. Then we have the 36 hand grenade. Its origin is in Britain. It is high explosive anti-personnel grenade. It is used for clearing enemy from light trenches, dugouts, and buildings. You can also use it to destroy enemy with clearing, patrol ambushes. That is, if you are actually sure that an enemy is in the trenches, as we use in the infantry battle from the beginning, you are very, very sure the section commander and the grenade launcher will come close to the enemy and then use the grenade to the enemy. The fragment will destroy the enemy. The movement of the fragment depends on the type of the ground. If it is on hard ground, it goes up to about 250 meters, and when it's on the soft ground, it goes about 20 meters, self-explanatory. Thank you very much, sir. We have the 60mm Commando Mortar. Just like we have the other mortars in the support weapon wing, the 60mm Commando Mortar is the platoon's weapon. The system Commando Mortar is the platoon commander's personal artillery, just like we have the 120 as the personal artillery of the CO. It is a high trajectory weapon with area neutralizing weapon. It uses 4 types of bombs, and the bombs are shown on the banners. Thank you very much, sir. We have the steer snipers. We all know how difficult a sniper can be. Thank God for the specialist equipment that we can actually use to detect a sniper. A sniper can be so dangerous that it can stop a brigade from approaching. And that's why it's very, very important as a platoon for us to know how to operate the sniper. You can actually see a sniper on his ghillie suit with his telescopic sight. This man is a marksman. He knows how to fire all kind of weapon in all direction. Pick the weapon up and show. He has his ghillie suit. This ghillie suit allows him to blend into the surrounding. Depending on the surrounding, if it's in the desert now, he's not going to use this kind of suit. He's going to use a different particular one so that it can actually blend with the surrounding. They are taught tactics in order for us to understand why things are seen and how they can blend into the surrounding. Thank you very much, sir. And now to the support weapon wing. To the support weapon. I have explained the GPMG when we're in the platoon weapon. It's the same characteristics. It's just that in the support, the GPMG now are mounted on a tripod and it has a sighting system. The ability of the sighting system, it means, is that you can actually record your value during the daytime and then put it in a fixed position and then utilize it during HARS, poor visibility, or froze. What it therefore means is that when you've done that during the daytime, record your target. The gun controller now is going to call the target will be inserted, and the gunner is going to fire the target in the direction. It means that if you have done the correct thing in the daytime, you can actually get a point target or a traversing target at night. Thank you very much, sir. They are the same, it's just the British made and the Spanish made. This is called the 50-inch Browning machine gun. The Browning machine gun is almost the same thing with the GPMG. The difference is the caliber. The caliber is very, very strong. Sir, if you have seen where this weapon is firing, it can actually uproot a tree that is on the ground. And it's capable of sustaining high volume of fire in bursts. What it means is that when we're talking about burst, I'm not sure of hitting target. I'm not sure where the enemy is coming from. They're actually firing. And I want to do RTR, that's return appropriate fire. What I can do is that I will now fire many rounds. It will go in burst and it will cover all the distances within where the enemy is. And the effect of what it has, sir, is just to the imagination of the firer, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So we have the SPG-9, the SPG-9, the gun B-10, and the gun B-11. The gun B-11 is manufactured in Russia in the year 1929, introduced into the Nigerian inventory in the year 1969. The weapon is designed for both anti-tank and anti-personnel and is being controlled by 4 men: the detachment commander, the gunner, the loader, and the firer. The backblast of this weapon, it has a back venturi behind, is 100 meters, meaning that when you're firing this weapon, the firer has to put into consideration the position of his men. If not, 100 meters to the back, you might actually be committing fratricide. Then the gun B-11 is produced in Bulgaria. B-10 is produced in Bulgaria in the year 1974, introduced into the Nigerian inventory in 1962, and introduced in the Nigerian inventory in 1974. Yes, sir. So the mortar. So we have, these mortars are all 81mm mortar. The difference is that one is British and the other one is Spanish. Everything about them is the same except about their